Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, August 28th, 2019. We have a lot to talk about, so let's just dive right into it. So this morning we have temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid 60s to lower 70s right along the coast, with areas of low clouds, some fog, and showers pushing in from the coastal waters and also coming in from the west. So basically we have tropical moisture pushing in from the Atlantic and rainfall coming in from the west with a cold front. You see that very nicely here with our surface map. This is Tropical Storm Aaron. Don't worry, it will not have any direct impact on the region, but it will head off towards the northern Atlantic. And some of that moisture, you see this little weak kink here? This is a little weak trough, and some of that moisture is trying to push northward towards the coast. Meanwhile, our cold front's coming in from the west. So as the two meet, that's going to lead to widespread showers this afternoon, and some of those showers will be capable of some pretty heavy downpours. So definitely be prepared for that. Once that cold front moves through, high pressure will be in control for the rest of this week and the first half of the Labor Day weekend. Second half, well, that's a little bit of a different story. So here we have the latest satellite picture. You can see plenty of low clouds, mid-level clouds, and of course our higher cloud tops coming in from our cold front coming in from the west. And oh, by the way, tropical moisture building over the Atlantic. Now, a good amount of this is going to remain over the Atlantic and have no impact on us. But some of this moisture is pushing into the coast, and that is where you could see a brief heavy downpour, potentially producing a half an inch to an inch of rain in a very short period of time. So watch out for localized flash flooding. So let's dive into this forecast for today. Scattered showers expected. Aaron will remain out in the Atlantic. No threat for us directly, but you can see that warm front representing the tropical air trying to push northward and our cold front coming in from the west. Look for highs in the lower to mid 70s with plenty of cloud cover, showers, and just kind of an overall muggy type of environment. For tonight, those showers will start to clear out by around midnight and clearing skies by tomorrow morning. Look for lows in the mid-60s, upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior. For tomorrow afternoon, look for scattered cloud cover, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Friday, high pressure in complete control. Look for lows in the upper 50s to lower 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s on the immediate coast, mid to upper 80s as you head towards the Delaware River Valley. Overall, though, a pretty nice day. Winds coming in from the southwest, so we get a little bit warmer out there with a little bit more humidity. Now on Saturday, a lot is going on here. Our cold front's moving through on Saturday. No rainfall is expected. It's a dry cold front passage, but it sets up the pattern for the rest of the weekend. Where this cold front stalls out will be very important to tell what's going to happen for Sunday night on through Labor Day in terms of rainfall or not. Right now, I'm expecting this cold front to pretty much stall out right about here. Other guidance pushes it further south, which would lead to a drier weekend. So we'll see how that sets up. Meanwhile, Dorian, which is currently approaching Puerto Rico, will be intensifying to the north of the Bahamas and heading towards the Florida coast. So Saturday is going to be a very active day weather-wise. Look for temperatures on Saturday to range from the lower to mid-60s for lows and upper 70s to mid-80s for highs. On Sunday, that cold front stalls out. Again, I think it's going to be a little bit further north. We're going to see waves of low pressure developing along that frontal boundary. Dry for most of the day on Sunday. Watch out for showers late in the evening towards the overnight hours. Meanwhile, Dorian will be approaching the Florida coast. This could become a strong hurricane here. So anyone who's from Central Florida on up through, let's say, southern South Carolina, should really keep an eye on this hurricane as it approaches the region. Again, right now the forecast is for it to head towards Central Florida, right about here. But pretty much anyone from South Carolina on southward through the Keys really need to keep an eye on this hurricane to see how it develops and the exact track it takes. This hurricane and how it impacts the forecast moving forward will be really important for the middle of next week. And let me explain why. So on Sunday, again, with the scattered cloud cover, increasing cloud cover most of the day, lows in the lower 60s, highs in the upper 70s to mid-80s. On Monday, Labor Day, this frontal boundary I think is going to be further north once again. Watch out for scattered showers. Dorian will move through Florida. I don't buy this wave of low pressure. Let's just say it's going to be some sort of tropical mess down here. It could make a second landfall around the Florida panhandle or towards Louisiana. We don't know yet, okay? But somewhere in this area it's going to make a second landfall and linger over the southeast with periods of heavy rainfall on Monday. So Labor Day is not looking good for the Florida coast and not exactly looking great for our neck of the woods either. Temperatures on Labor Day will range from the upper 60s for lows and upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. Not a complete watch out, but definitely keep an eye on some of those showers as they'll be capable of heavy downpours right in the middle of your barbecue. On Tuesday, this stationary boundary, again, where it sets up will be really key because where it ends up setting up, well, that's where all this tropical moisture will start to ride up along it. If it ends up well south like this, then most of that tropical moisture remains over the southeast and heads right out in the Atlantic, and we just have high pressure. But if that stationary boundary is more cut up like this, then you're getting waves of tropical moisture moving up that boundary with waves of low pressure. I'm expecting scattered showers at this time in the forecast with lows in the lower to mid 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Wednesday, all of that mess starts lifting northeast. Now again, the remnants of Dorian is very much in question. Does it linger around the Florida panhandle and then head up along the southeast coast, maybe up through the mid-Atlantic coast as some sort of hybrid low? Does it just collapse and just become remnant moisture with this warm front and then a cold front follows? We simply don't know the answer to that yet, but there is a lot of possibilities here that we're going to have to keep an eye on. As always, tropical lows always create one thing, and that is for sure volatility in the forecast. Temperatures on Wednesday range from the lower 70s for lows and mid to upper 80s for highs. That is your forecast discussion for today. We'll continue to keep an eye on what happens with Dorian and the forecast overall. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.